Time to wax the lip. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Rachel Show. It's been a minute, but I was staring at myself in the mirror this morning. I was like, it's getting a little dark and hairy up there, you know? We in here getting the wax ready. It's nice and ready, but now it's like I've done other things and I've come back and it's so hot. So we're gonna have to get this to cool down just a little bit so that way we can use it. I have spent my Saturday morning redoing my intro for my YouTube videos. I started this YouTube page. Well, technically I started this YouTube page probably in 2022 or 2023, but I didn't really know like what I wanted to post and everything. I know I wanted to post, like I just saw so much fun, so many like influencers and just like girls posting, whether they were, like, does everyone that posts on the internet an influencer? I don't think so. That's why I say girls just having fun posting. Now they may be making money from like just posting alone, and maybe they're getting some brand deals, so maybe technically they are an influencer, but I just see so many girls just having fun online, sharing their life, and I was like, gosh, I want that to be me. And I said, the only way it's going to be me is if I actually just do something about it and start posting. But I was just afraid, like, I don't know how to post, I don't know what I want to post, I don't know how to edit, but I was like, if I don't just start doing this, I'm never going to get better at it. And if this is something that I want to do and I feel like it might be a nice creative outlet for me, then I need to just freaking bite the bullet and post. Now, don't get me wrong. Especially on like my ASMR content that I've been doing, I feel like now that I'm almost practically a year in, I'm starting to like hit my stride, and I even just started to switch up my editing just a hair this past week, and I feel like it's gonna be the move for the next little bit until I get better at that, and then every so often I'll just kind of switch up things. And so I wanted to switch up things with my vlog, because when I first got started, my intros for my vlogs, because I was doing daily vlogs while I was unemployed and kind of just updating you guys every single day on like my job search and just like little things in my life for the day. But then that just got to be so daunting, and when I got a job I was like, I want to keep posting vlogs, but I think I'm gonna have to switch to like weekly vlogs, and those have been more enjoyable to do. Towards the end of the daily vlogs, I got so annoyed of doing them. Like, they just became like a chore instead of like something I enjoyed. And so I was happy to switch over to the weekly vlogs, and I'm enjoying doing those. But my intros, when I first started, sucked. And I didn't know what I wanted it to look like. I've seen other girls on this app, like, they have the cutest intros and the most aesthetic life and everything, and I'm like, I'm not that girl. I am not the most aesthetic queen. Even in my ASMR vlogs, like, I still feel like there's so much of real life into them, just because I moved into this apartment with basically nothing. Most of my furniture is Facebook Marketplace finds. I'm still building my furniture, and I was just saying to myself last night, if I had like $500 just to spend on home decor kind of like stuff and more stuff for my apartment, I feel like I would be a lot closer to what I want my apartment to look like. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving my apartment now. I just feel like I want some wall art in the living room and some more lamps. I want to redo a few things in my kitchen. Like, I would love to have a little rug in there and like just little things, you know, and they just add up, you know. $500 these days in 2024 doesn't go very far. But I was like, okay, the last couple of weeks I've been like, when you get a moment and you have a moment of clarity and you have a moment of creativity, it's time for you to redo your intro again. This is my third intro, and I did it this morning, and I'm so obsessed. And I started editing my vlog from last week. I was moving to editing it on Friday, but I feel like if I just break it up between like Saturday morning, a little bit Saturday night, and maybe Sunday morning if I need to, then the vlog will be that much more enjoyable for you guys to watch because I won't be rushing to get through the editing. I was doing the editing all on Sunday before I started doing it on Friday the last couple of weeks. And I just feel like trying to make myself do it all in one session. I think that's what was driving me crazy the last like month or so, just because I feel like I only have 2 days off. I want to keep posting the vlogs. I love doing them. I don't want to just say, well, this is, I don't have the time. I don't want to do that because I just know that I enjoy doing this. And if I give up that creative outlet of editing the vlogs and posting them and engaging with you guys, that I'll just like in a few weeks, I'll be so disappointed that I gave up on myself. So I decided, instead of trying to force myself to do an edit in one sitting, because I only have 2 days off, let's try to break that up between a couple of different settings. And I feel like I'll be able to make the vlogs so much more enjoyable for you guys to watch, and more enjoyable for me to edit, and just like more fun. And I'll be able to have more fun with the transitions and filters and whatever else I want to put on their music and whatever. But I'm so excited for you guys to see my intro. Is actually going to be on last week's vlog whenever I get that up. That'll be either tonight or tomorrow. I'll post it. I've gotten like 5 minutes in of editing. Maybe 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. But I've been spending most of my time this morning between editing that and creating and editing my new intro. And I walked Scout and fed her, fed myself. So I've just been kind of doing it on a lazy girl method because I didn't want to, like I said, stress myself out that I had to do all this at once. Okay, I think this wax is a little bit not as hot. It's still hot, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's a little bit better to use. I usually try to wax my upper lip, and I'll sometimes do my chin. But I have a little friend this month right there, probably because I'm about to start my period. So I can't do my chin. But we will do the lip, but I usually try to do this about once a month, once every other month. Well, I'm kind of a lazy girl with this. I hate when I put it on my skin, it's so hot. But this isn't that hot. Definitely on the warmer side. Oh my gosh, I almost had wax on the carpet. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can tell the difference. This is the hairy side. This is the freshly waxed side. I'm gonna have a pink mustache, a Yosemite Sam mustache for a minute. But I'm gonna wash my face and like get dressed. Scout and I are about to leave the house. I found a couple of things. I found a market in St. Pete that I thought might be fun. It's kind of gloomy outside. I'm also restructuring my weekends. So on Saturdays, I used to wake up and, hold on, let me get this on. Oh, that's kind of on the hot side. I didn't really blow that off. So on the weekends, I used to do my sheets, like my full bedroom reset on Saturday. The Saturday is also the one day that I really like to leave the house and try to do things. Farmers markets and craft little things, thrifting. Sometimes I get my groceries. Sometimes I'll get my groceries on Friday after work. Sometimes I get it on Saturday. But now I'm starting to see all these farmers markets. I kind of want to get those or go to those before I go to the grocery store for groceries, so that I can get as much locally produced fruit and veggies as possible. So I'm moving my bedroom reset to Sunday because that's the day where I kind of like will lazily have a lazy morning, and then I'll eventually, if I want to leave the house for the St. Pete Sunday farmers market, then I'll do that. Sunday gives me more time to do a full bedroom reset without having to leave the house, come back, do some more rush back before the sunlight goes down, so that way I have a nicely lit room, and so I'm just moving it to Sunday. It's going to be so much better. I can do some of the other cleaning that I want to do on Saturday. Like, I need to do a full-on fridge clean out. It's so gross in there. I need to do a little bit of a living room reset. So, and then if I make any food for next week, I'll need to clean the kitchen. And I can do that tomorrow. As long as I can get the fridge cleaning video in today, like make it today, I don't have to edit it. And then if I can do a living room reset video today, that'll be great. And I have so much window space in there as opposed to I only have one window in my bedroom. I think I can get either one of those done. That's so painful. I still feel like I have a little hair like right there on this patch that I didn't get. Bye. So I am constantly trying to figure out where's a good spot to do fit checks now that I have this tripod. I can't do it on my windowsill like I used to. This thing back here is a little too high, and I put you guys on my coffee table. I think we might be good. It might be a little crooked, but I think we're good. It's Saturday. Scout and I are going to the farmer's market in St. Pete. Hopefully we can get some fruit and veggies for the week. We got our little Adidas sneakers on, a Target Grateful Dead trucker hat, just a little gray top. I think this is from Amazon, and our Old Navy jeans that we tried on last week. I'm loving them. These are so these don't feel like regular structured denim, and I like that because living in Florida, I need like thinner jeans if I'm going to be a jeans girly, which I am a t-shirt and jeans girly. This is the outfit that I love. Got my bestie in the back. We're ready to tackle this Saturday. Oh my goodness! We got the tripod. Look at this little lovely lady. I wish I brought her stroller, but she is about to get real tired. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, I'm upset. I'm salty. I paid $5 for parking that I didn't even get to take because the parking deck was full. So I paid $5 and drove out of there, but I got parking right across the street for the farmer's market, and I paid $1.25. So you know what? Can't beat that. Let's go. Let's go. Farmer's market.
Sorry, I don't wear it all.
You down?
Thank you.
We're down. I'm going to put you down. Okay. Be good. Be good. Oh my goodness. There's literally so many doggies and so many people. I don't know where to go. More tents. More things. Come on, Scout. Come on. Look at how pretty these are. Oh my gosh. Scout is trying to get everything off the ground, so trying to carry her around a little bit. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. I am so overwhelmed, y'all. Look at all the fruits and veggies they have. Let's see. Ooh, green beans. Okay, hello. Got some groceries for the week. I just spent $21. We're gonna have to do a haul. And Scout's being crazy. She's being her usual self and eating everything off the ground. Oh my gosh, she ate cabbage, lettuce. Oh, she's eating trash right now. Scout, come on, let's go. Girl. Scout! They're both so hot. That was insane. It's literally feeling like 90 degrees out here, but we got a couple of things at the farmer's market, and hopefully I got a couple clips I can put in this vlog. I'm coming for you, girly pop. I've been seeing Kohl's run these ads for new and improved home goods section, and I thought on our way home from the farmer's market we'd stop at Kohl's and check it out. So we're here and Scout's dying to get down. Oh my gosh. Are you done? Let's go. Come on. Scout. You're all tangled up? Okay. We're going this way. Let's go. I don't even know if she's allowed in here, but they don't serve food. They don't sell food. So I think it might be okay. It said home goods section. What are we looking for? Ooh. Ooh, I love this mat. Scout. Okay, I am in need of a rug going down the center of my kitchen. I really want one. I kind of want it to... I don't know what I'm really looking for. I just feel like when I find it, I'll know that it's the one that I'm looking for. And I'm not seeing it. But they do have a good selection. They have a good selection of rugs. They're just like little runner rugs. Okay, I'm low-key obsessed with this one, but I want it to be longer. So I don't think this is going to work for us. But it is so cute. Such cute Easter stuff. To be honest, I'm not really finding anything in here, but it's still cute stuff. Just not cute for me. Not my kind of cute that I'm looking for. They have a big selection of throw pillows. Cute art. It's giving cottagecore in here. The spring decor. Scout is being so well behaved. Come here, babe. Are you being well behaved? You're being so good. Mommy's gonna look on this side. Come on, Mommy. Good job. Good job, girly. This is a kind of pillow I can get behind. This is really cute. I'm trying to find like some funky throw pillows for the couch. I kind of even like that. But that and that would totally clash so much. That's really cute too. I kind of want to try to stick to like making it look somewhat vintagey, but just funky and cool. Unfortunately, there just wasn't really much here, so we're gonna head home because we have stuff at the farmer's market that we need to get into the fridge. I do not let my baby walk in the parking lots. No, ma'am. People try too chaotic in parking lots. This is my baby. I love you. Okay, let's head home. All right, Scout and I are back home and I'm feeding her lunch. And I am gonna go out. I kind of want to go to Target and Lowe's. I want a plant for my living room and I want this like vegetable chopper thing. I feel like it will just make my life so much easier. We're gonna do a haul of everything I got at the St. Pete Saturdays Farmers Market. I thought we could do a kale salad for the week. And since we're doing it for the week, I figured we might need a lot of kale. We might not need all this much, but I wanted to make sure we had enough for the week. I hate running out of food on like Wednesday and then I gotta figure out something for the rest of the week. I thought we could do maybe some lettuce wraps as well. And I love having veggies with my breakfast. Everything is sweaty. It's been sweatified. Okay. A big old bag of green beans because I used to love me some green beans. Just saute them up, or if you have an air fryer, but I don't have an air fryer anymore. But saute these up with your breakfast. Chef's kiss. I thought in our lettuce wraps or our kale salad, we can chop up this zucchini and have zucchini. I thought that might be yummy. One more zucchini, because one is not enough. And then I love also eggplant with my breakfast, so I thought I might chop this up into like cubes and put it with the green beans and do like green beans, spinach, cheesy eggs. I think that I'm going to go sans to carbs for just a minute, just to see something. So we're gonna try to beef up our breakfast. This is my haul from the farmer's market in St. Pete. Tomorrow, there's another farmer's market in Tampa. I found one. We're gonna go to that one and see what else we can get there. And then we'll get the rest of the stuff at the grocery store. But I can start to meal prep a little bit of this. Like the kale needs to be softened up with some olive oil and like a little bit of salt and pepper. So I might work on that tonight and get that ready for the week. I'm hoping that I can get some fruit, some meat, and some eggs tomorrow at the other farmer's market. We'll see. Babies, I love you. I'm gonna go to Target and Lowe's. Okay, I might come home with the plant. Is that gonna be okay with you? I'm gonna go to Target and Lowe's. And I might come home with a little plant. What do you think? You think our living room needs a plant? I think so. I love you. I love you. Okay, so I am looking for a lamp. I kind of want like something that's cute and cool to put on the other side of the couch by my bedroom where I don't have a lamp in my living room, but I want it to be cool. I want it to be something that can go on the wall because I don't really have space for a table and a lamp there. And I wanted this like donut looking lamp that's at IKEA, but I just thought I'd come over, since I'm at Target, I'd come over and check out what they have over here. And I'm like, I'm wildly drawn to this. We're gonna see how big these like hexagon thingies are and see how easy this would be. This is much smaller. I don't know. This is way smaller than I thought. I thought the hexagon would be like as big as a box. I don't know if I like it anymore. It's kind of small. I don't know. I mean, could I buy another one of these and kind of split them? I don't think so because they're all the same colors. I don't think you can just buy two of them and stack them together. But this is really cool. It's only $25. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it. Let's think about it. And they have all these other options of fun things. Let's see, what's this? Oh, no. I don't think I like that. These are really cool. Just want something small and cheap. Ooh, okay. I don't feel like this is anything that I actually really want though. Let's see, is there anything else? I don't want to buy like a regular, like I could maybe have room for something like this, but I don't like the vibe of it. Bye-bye, Target. Did not find anything to buy. It is time for me to enter my plant mama era. Look at the plants! I'm so excited. I just want something small for the back corner of my living room. I feel like it'll help make it more homey. Not me seeing these banana plants and Googling if I can grow them indoors and how big will they grow. It says 6 to 13 feet. I don't know. That sounds entirely way too big for my apartment. Let's find something else. But I want that kind of style leaf. And just something that has a little bit of a presence already and not something small that I have to grow. I don't know. I love this style leaf. Let's find something. I don't want a palm tree. No. Let's see. There's a bunch of plants down here. A bunch of beautiful flowers. Oh my goodness. Look at how gorgeous all of this is. Oh my goodness. Just so gorgeous. A boost of serotonin. Okay, we're looking for something maybe like this. Something that will grow a little bit bigger, but not too big. Not banana plant size. Let's see what else they have. I really want, and I don't know how to say this plant, a philodendron. A philodendron. I don't know how to say that, but that's the kind of plant that I think I really want. That would be so pretty inside. Let's go see if we can find one of those. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, let's go. I am always drawn to the flower aisle. I would never be able to grow this because I don't have much of a green thumb. I know that sounds an oxymoron because I'm getting a plant, but we're gonna try small and maybe one day we'll be able to get flowers. But I'm so obsessed. Oh, these. This is my color. I love this color. I think we may have found our section. This plant right here, I'm gonna need to pit stop and make a Google research to see if this is anything we can grow. But this is looking really pretty. I love all the different colors. The pink, the white, the green. I'm loving it. I don't know I don't know if I want that. Like, I want something that's gonna grow taller, not something that's gonna grow out too much. You know? Okay. Here are the philodendrons. There's all kinds of different kinds because there's this one, it's all green. This one that's like orangey green. And then they have also like this one. But then I'm looking at this kind of plant and I really like the size of this. The height. That's what I'm going for. So I'm kind of drawn to this plant. But let's look around still. There's some more back there that I'm eyeing and some stuff over there. I don't really know what I'm going for. Okay, we have gravitated from the outside plants. And maybe some of those can be inside, but we're inside Lowe's and we're looking at these. I'm thinking even if it's something that's relatively a little bit smaller, we could get like a little plant stand. That's what I'm thinking. But I am looking for something that has a little height already and we don't have to like grow it from a seed, basically. Let's see what else is over here. Like these? That's way too big. Something around this height. I'm still drawn to that one plant outside. Even though I really wanted a philodendron, or however you pronounce it, I don't think that I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to get that one plant. Okay, let's get a pot that we can put it in. Ooh, these are really pretty too. I just love the different colors here. This is exactly what I wanted, but it's so tiny. I mean, I know it will grow, but it's... Let's see how big it will get. Let me Google this. Okay, these that I love are also a philodendron. So we cannot get that because that'll be toxic for scalp. But I do love these. They just look so cool. If I didn't have a pet, I'd get any plant I wanted to my heart's desire. But we're gonna go with this. I knew this hat would come in handy. I am walking into Walmart because I just didn't love any of the pots. Besides like just putting in a plain terracotta pot. So I got the plant and we're headed into Walmart and hopefully we can find some pots here that we might like. Let's see. This is the aisle. There's so many cute ones. Okay. Okay, y'all. At first I was really drawn to this little black one, but it's metal and I don't think you can plant a plant inside of this. Can you? I don't know. But then I'm really drawn to this pink. I really like this one, but it won't work for the plant that we have. It's not deep enough. And then this is also really cute. I like the texture on it, but too small. We don't have very many options. This is kind of cool too, but it's just, there's no color to it, you know? It's just black, white, and like a gray. I don't know. I kind of do like this. I like the different colors, but do I like this one? Or do I like the pink one the most? I think this will bring more contrast to our home. Also, that against the green plant might be really nice. I think we're gonna go for the pink. Every little bit is bringing this living room together. I am loving this. That is the perfect spot for that plant. I feel like we could get like a little plant stand or something, like just something to layer it a little bit more, just directly on the floor. I'm not really liking that, so we'll have to look on Amazon and see what we can order. But it's coming together. I'm always thinking about like what I can do with this area for Scout to make it more dog friendly. Maybe I'll just bring her toys over and put them in that corner. All of her toys are just such a wreck, and they're there, but most of them will fit just in the dog bed itself, and she'll have plenty more room to lay in there. So maybe we'll do that so we can free up this corner, because I just feel like it always looks a hot mess. But it's really coming together in here. We still need artwork. That'll happen one day, but we are getting ready to take Scout to the vet. She has such bad allergies, and they're really flaring up right now. They don't flare up that much any other time of the year except for spring, summer. So we're getting ourselves ready so we can look somewhat presentable and go to the vet, and then possibly go to a farmer's market afterwards and get some more stuff. And then I'll just hit up the grocery store once Scout is home. Scout and I cuddled all night long, and it was so cute. I finally got my vlog out. I'm still messing with how I want to edit it, and right now I'm using CapCut, and I would love to switch to Adobe Pro, but I told myself when I started making content, I'm not going to put a lot of money in to the editing and like a camera and stuff until I start making a little bit of money. Like my first few paychecks from YouTube, I would love to like get a yearly subscription to Adobe Pro, and then I've got to learn how to use that because I don't know what I'm doing with that. And then I would love to get like a vlogging camera that I can also use for my ASMR cleaning videos. I feel like if I had a camera for the cleaning videos, that one, they would be crisper and clear, like more high quality, but also I feel like the sound would just be so much better with the camera versus the phone. I don't know if that's true, or maybe I just need the right editing software, because I can't like control some of like the, like when I'm putting dishes and stuff, like I try to turn the volume down, but it doesn't, like it still doesn't come out the way that I would want it to. So I don't know if that's the editing, or I don't know if it's because I need a camera, but I would love to start with editing more in Adobe Pro. I think that's like $99 a year, so it's not that much. So I only need to make $100, and I am so close to being monetized here on this app. I'm so excited about that. I want to like create content also, just it's fun, it's a creative outlet, but I would love to be rewarded for all the hard work that I'm putting in for this. Like I'm using up my weekends, I'm using up my time after work that I would love to be like going to the gym and stuff like that to make the videos. So I'm sacrificing a little bit, but it's all worth it because I honestly just feel so fulfilled making these videos on top of having like a regular job. I've always needed a creative outlet and something that I can stick to, because I'll start an art project and then I will fall off of the face of the earth with the art project. I won't keep a keep it up for some reason. Maybe it's like undiagnosed ADHD that I have. I really think I have undiagnosed ADHD. There's so many things that I see on like social media about people talking about the symptoms. I'm like, check. Pretty sure I have undiagnosed ADHD. Her CBD pills that she's gonna get one of these right now. Whoa, whoopsie. Ooh, you ready to go to the vet? Let's get our harness on. Okay. Babe, do you know you're at your vet? You're at your vet office over there. You ready? You're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. I'm coming for you. We are finally in the room. The same room we were in last time. Got my bestie. Oh, is he ready, girly pup? Someone made a little TT on my pants. I think I'll survive though. You want down? You can't be down. Look at you, so beautiful. I know you still love me. Ooh, you're beautiful. You're doing a great job. And you got your nails clipped. Yeah, and they took your temperature, and your heart sounds perfect. Or should I say, perfect? You is perfect. Look at how beautiful you is. You is so gorgeous in the phone. You is so sleepy. She's so tired from her CBD tree and her nail trim. She's literally falling asleep. $404.25 later. I thought we were here for just a side point shot. They looked at her ears, because I clean out her ears a few times a week, but it doesn't matter how much I clean them out this time of year. They're just always gross. And so they gave her some apple quill. She got her side point. She got another shot. Convenia? I don't know how you say that. But then they went to look at her ears. She got a nail trim. A nail trim is $20. Why is that not $5? Anyway, at least she's a happy girl. And she's going to be back to her happy self. But every few months, I'm spending about $400 on Scout. Every 3 to 6 months, give or take. Time for our weekly grocery haul. I love sharing my groceries with you guys. As silly as that sounds. Let's go through everything that I bought. I cannot remember if I have all the receipts, but we'll see. Oh, I do have a Publix. I spent $16.27. And I love this tuna specifically. This Starcuss EVOO. This is the only tuna, well, pretty much the only tuna that I will ever eat. I do like the other tuna. It comes in a white pack. It's got blue and it says like albacore tuna. But they pack that in water and not like an extra virgin olive oil. And it just doesn't hit the same. And of course, I had to get a rotisserie chicken because I feel like every week I use those to meal prep and just make it a little bit easier for myself. I got a steak because I thought this would be so, I got my shirt dirty. I thought that this steak would be so yummy with the kale salad that I want to make. And then I got 2 cartons of eggs because I seem to be going through eggs like water. So figured I might as well stock up. And then this is the last bag. Scout's vet bill right here. bananas. I ate one on the way home. Some grape tomatoes. I thought those would be good on the salad and maybe in the lettuce wraps that I want to do. Lemon. I think I might do some cleaning hacks with one of these, but also I think this will be good to break down the kale, make it softer. Butternut squash. Oh no, this is cantaloupe. This is the butternut squash. I hate cutting my own butternut squash, so I will pay to get pre-cut butternut squash. Strawberries. Apples. I ripped the bag open and started eating them on the way home because I was starved after the vet visit, and a last lemon and a last apple. And I did not know how much I paid for my groceries at Trader Joe's because I don't know where my receipt is, but I think it was around $36. I don't even know how I made it here this morning. My cycle started in the middle of the night while I was sleeping, and I woke up and I am so crampy this morning, and I almost called in sick. I was like, oh, it's March. Let me not call in sick because we still got so much more left of the year, and I've only got 2 weeks of vacation to use for vacation or sick time for the year. I already used 1 day of vacation to go to the Strawberry Fest. And I just feel like I never know what's going to happen. And so I powered through the morning and I am here. But I literally wanted to sleep in and just have a chill day. I am not in the mood to be here. Luckily, my job isn't too intense. And hopefully today is kind of slow because it's Monday. And I've got my heating pad on already back here. I might put it on my tummy. I'm just not feeling well this morning. Remember I showed you guys this anthropology vest that I got a couple weeks ago? It was on sale. And then this Old Navy top I showed y'all in my try-on haul last week in the vlogs. Well, I decided to end up getting this. I wasn't sure if it was just too oversized, but I decided it was actually really cute if I tucked it in, like on both sides in the front. And this is exactly how I wanted to style this vest. So I'm so glad that I invested in this top. I think it looks so cute like this, and I was comfortable and warm, and like I feel like somewhat semi-stylish. Maybe it's a grandma style. But mind your business, it's my style. I ordered some things on Amazon a while ago, and then I've kept like returning things because I hate them and buying new things with the like return money I have, basically the credit. So I bought a pair of shoes with the credit balance that I have. Let's see, hopefully I'm gonna like these. These are kind of like a dupe of Birkenstocks, but they're platform. I'm really into platforms. And I've always kind of been into platforms, but they've always kind of like not always been in style. But I've decided that I'm not going to try to be in style. I'm going to try to find my style and wear the things that I enjoy wearing. And I am only 5 foot, so Birkenstocks, platform, anything platform sounds amazing. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I ordered the right size. I think I ordered a 6.5, and I vary between a 6 and a 6.5, just depends on the brand of shoes. And if it's a sneaker versus a sandal. I think I sized up going about the 6.5. I guess this is one of those like little scent, little like beady things, but this is like a, I don't know, a piece of paper inside of a thing. I'm so confused by that. I don't know. Anyway. The shoes are coming in this like pouch. So let's take one out. I'm not going to show you guys my feet. So I haven't had a pedicure in like probably a year. Ooh, so I'm not quite sure if these will fit. But look at how cute this is. Look at how cute. Just like a Birkie. And my daughter bought me regular Birkenstocks last summer that are like the kind of like tan color that Birkenstocks normally are. And I wanted something that was a different color, and I'm loving this. I think this will even look so cute with the fit that I have on today. Let's see. Ooh, okay. That one seems to fit that foot, but my left foot is my foot that's like slightly larger than my other foot. And if you don't know, your body's not symmetrical. The one foot is bigger than the other typically. Not by much. At least mine aren't by much. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, these are my new summer sandals. I'm loving them. I'm gonna find a few more pairs of summer sandals out of platforms. So that way I'm not always wearing these. Or maybe I'll buy these in another color because it came in like 3 colors, I think. Obsessed. Obsessed. They're comfortable, but I will report back after I've worn them and walked around in them to see if they're still comfortable. They don't feel too heavy. I mean, the platforms, so they're going to have a little bit of weight, but they don't feel heavy. They feel comfortable. Just as comfortable as my Birkenstocks do. But the test will be if I'm walking in them, they start rubbing on the top of my foot with these straps. Like if this one will like rub against the, what do you call that? The top part of your foot right there by your ankle? I don't know. We'll report back. I just know that Scout is going to want to come up here. But I finally got my tax return emailed back to me. I do have a meeting tomorrow to go over any questions, but I asked if they could go ahead and send it to me so that way I could look at everything to see if I even have any questions. So got my handy dandy trusty little iPad. Of course, Scout wants to come up, so let's let her up. Oh! Come on up, little pokies. Can you sit right here beside me? Okay. Drum roll, please. I am so nervous. As much as I just want this to also be over with and be done with so I can move on with my life. But I am... Whoop, sorry, babe. I am so anxious about how much is this going to cost me. I spent $404 at the vet yesterday. Then I just spent $400. What did I just spend $400 on? Oh, $450 paying the accountant to do the taxes. And I bought my passport this month. Like, I am a little stressed out, but let's open this up. I've attached a copy of your 2023 tax return. Okay. Password in a separate email. Please sign in. Okay, well, where's to get their email? Okay, because she's saying this is password protected, and so she's going to send the password in another email, but I never got the other email. It's time for our breakfast. We have some cheesy eggs, we have butternut squash and green beans, and some cantaloupe that I chopped up over here. And we got a cute little doggy. Say hi. Say good morning, Scout. Say good morning. She wants to be where the food is. Right. She wants to be where the food is. Let's see if she'll let me take a bite without her trying to get it. Very doubtful. You guys know how this goes. Oh my gosh, Scout. Every day, but I love her. I love her so much. So you guys know how I bought kale at the farmer's market on Saturday? Well, I must not have my ratios on because I did everything that I thought I was supposed to do. I added lemon juice, I added salt, I added olive oil, I massaged the kale. I thought I was doing everything I was supposed to do to like make the kale leaves like softer. And I've had kale salads before and I love them. But I try to make my own, and every day this week, it's Wednesday now, the kale leaves have just been so tough. And I started eating my salad today and I just picked out all the things that I added to it. And love the kale because it's just so tough. It's annoying. So I went to Whole Foods to see if I can find something that might be enjoyable because I know that I'm not really hungry right now, but I'll be hungry in an hour because I didn't really eat but strawberries and a couple pieces of steak. So I got classic chicken salad. And I wanted like some veggies to go with it. So I got this ranch with carrots with ranch. Sorry, I'm not going to eat the ranch, but I was trying to get like some kind of sliced veggie that I thought I might want to eat with that. And that sounds delicious. Carrots and chicken salad. Now the deal is I've got to figure out if I'm not going to eat the kale salad Thursday and Friday for lunch. What am I going to do? Because I don't want to eat out every single day. I try to eat from home, just like save money and save time on my lunch break. We do have a cafeteria thingy here where she has food, so maybe she has something yummy tomorrow. I might do that, or I might plan ahead tonight, go get a rotisserie chicken and make like chicken salad for the rest of the week. I'm on a dog walk with my dog, and there's literally a gator right there. Oh my goodness. Good morning! It is about 6 o'clock in the morning. We just got home from a dog walk, and I am going to share my morning skincare routine with you guys. I don't think I've ever done this, so I think this will be fun. I did just blow out my hair yesterday, so it does need to be brushed, but it looks way better than I did the other day. Just got in from dog walk, so that means we need to wash our hands first. Hand soap. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? I washed my hands and then okay. Normally I don't dry my hands, but I forgot to put my hair up. Sometimes I'll go ahead and brush my hair before, and then sometimes I'll just brush my hair right before I walk out the door. It just depends. Wet my hands again because I like wet hands. We're gonna go in with this CeraVe Hydrating Foaming Oil Cleanser. I switched to this recently. I always kind of use like CeraVe, or there's another brand that's like very on the same level of the price, but I can't think of it. I don't know, I'm losing my mind, but I'll usually use like just a cheap drugstore brand. The other one that I was using was not the foaming oil cleanser, but I saw this and it intrigued me, and it was new, I guess. And honestly, I like it. It doesn't break me out or anything like I thought it might do. And I like my hands wet because I like to go ahead and get it all sudsed up before it goes on my face. Okay, now our face is washed and we've rinsed off the soap. And I don't dry my face. I know some people like to dry their face at this point, but I like to just go in with my moisturizer. I felt like not drying my face gives me more of a glow than drying my face to moisturize it. So it is very wet right now, but I don't really care. I use this vegetable glycerin, which I got off the Now Solutions website. I love it. I started using this in the pandemic when I realized that most of our skincare, the hydrating ingredient is glycerin. Most of the time, might be another ingredient as well. But then I was like, well, I always have dry skin in the winter, and I'm always trying to find something that I can use as an additional hydration kind of thing to my skin in the winter. And I was like, why the heck not? I think it was like $10, $20, somewhere around there. So I was like, well, it's cheap and you get a decent amount. And I wasn't quite sure, before I use this, how long it will last. But this bottle lasts months, if not a year or two, just because you only need a drop. I do use it twice a day, so it still lasts me very, very long. And I would highly suggest anybody that has mildly dry skin, get it. You do have to add it to your moisturizer. And right now, well, I pretty much all the time am using the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Sometimes I'll switch like my face wash and my like lotion or moisturizer to like La Roche-Posay, but for the most part, I'm a drugstore girly. I always see so many people online talking about like skincare from like the like from like a facialist or like something like medical grade basically. But I've never tried medical grade because it's never been in my budget. I have looked into it before, but I was like, when I was looking at it, I was like, this is just too much. Like, I just don't have the need. I do have like some discoloration and stuff on this side because I drive and this is the side that sees the sun. And I went through years and years and years where I didn't use sunscreen or I didn't use it religiously like I do now. And so it is what it is. I would like to get a laser treatment to get it off because I've tried like, you know, the over-the-counter kind of stuff to kind of fade it, and I just feel like it hasn't ever really faded. So I would love to get laser to get it off. I haven't really even looked into it, to be honest. Right now I'm trying to focus on paying my credit cards off, so. But I will just rub this in, and basically I will put sunscreen on before I go, but we're gonna go make some breakfast. But right before we make breakfast, I like to put this on like my neck and my décolletage and my shoulders and rub this all the way in. And then basically I'm marinating while I'm making breakfast and eating. Then I'll come back and finish off with sunscreen. So I'm gonna put this on off camera. And then we'll be back after breakfast. Okay, breakfast is over, so we are back in the bathroom. We're gonna put on some sunscreen for the day and some deodorant. Right now I am using this Secret aluminum-free lavender. That's what I've been using. And my sunscreen, my literal, I can't talk. My favorite sunscreen is this one. It's the Isn't-Free, or is that Isn't-Tree? One of those. Hyaluronic acid watery sun gel. I love this stuff. I will have to put the website somewhere in here where I order this because, oh, it's yesstyle.com. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. That's where I get all my like Korean skincare stuff that I've tried in the past and my sunscreens. I get it there. I also like this Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, but I just feel like this lasts a little bit longer. That doesn't last as long, but I love it. It's just this creamy and moisturizing. Gives you a nice little glow. And I am not much of a makeup girly. I used to be, but as I've gotten older, my skin has matured. I have never figured out how to wear makeup and feel confident and not feel like I have a million trillion pores screaming at everybody in their face. So I pretty much don't wear any makeup these days. Maybe eventually I'll get an appointment with a makeup artist that can kind of give me a no makeup kind of look. That's the kind of look I go for. I also do see a lot of people using like tinted sunscreens and stuff like that. So maybe I just need to get a tinted sunscreen. But I love this sunscreen in particular because it doesn't, like if I get a little sweaty and I'm wearing my contacts, this doesn't like get my eyes and irritate them or make them feel sensitive to the light like sometimes I know sunscreens can do. And that's why I stopped using all these American sunscreens because I couldn't find one that when I sweated, like if I was wearing it all day and I went to the gym after work and wearing my contacts, it would get my eyes and it would irritate them. It would make my like eyes very sensitive to the light. I would have to immediately come home and take out my contacts and let them rust and close my eyes for a little bit. So I stopped wearing all these American sunscreens and I switched to this and the Beauty of Joseon. Those are the two that I love. I'll put that Beauty of Joseon. I'll find a little picture and put it on the screen so you guys know what you're looking for if you want to go onto yesstyle.com and buy any of these. I'm sure there's more sunscreens, but I know that those two do not leave a white cast and they make your face and skin just feel so glowy and moisturized like it is right now. And this is why I don't dry my face and then moisturize it all up, because I got like a nice little glow to my skin right now. I am randomly in the mood to pop by the Walmart that's on my way home just to see if there's any cutie little clothes there. I keep seeing, and I know I said this before in my vlogs, I keep seeing people posting cute outfits that they found at Walmart, because supposedly they got like some kind of new department head, or I don't really know what his position is. Designer? I don't know. It's Walmart, so I really don't know. But there was a good Walmart on the way home, so let's pop by and just see if there's anything cutie clothes-wise that would be in there. Maybe even some cutie shoes, some sandals. Alright, we are here. Let's see. Initially when I look, I'm not really seeing anything. Maybe I need to stop trying to make Walmart happen. Anyway, let's look around. These skirts are really cute, but I'm not much of a jean skirt girl. This dress is really cute. I'm just not looking for anything like that. I don't know what I'm looking for. Ooh, this top is really cute. I think we have finally entered the summer section. We got cute little dresses. More dresses. Okay. I'm thinking we're in the right section now. I'm debating on the jean shorts. Maybe I'll just get a pair, and if they don't work, like, I can bring them back. I just hate having to have things to return. I just don't know. What should I do? Okay, I think I might be settling for a pair of matching pajamas, maybe a couple pair. So I see these like orange, or they're pink with, they got orange piping on the top. These look really cute, and then I'm drawn to these like purple ones or like these green ones. So I might get a few pair of matching pajamas, because I love like matching pajamas. When I put them on, I feel so much more put together. So I love that for me. I love waking up feeling like that. I feel like more productive about my day and in a good mood. So let's get a few of these. I have to do a little haul for you guys, because I splurged a little bit at Walmart. And by splurge, I mean I only bought 3 things, and spent $50. But the pajamas are just too good not to pass up. I love a good matching set. So I got these like blue cheetah print spot. They're so beautiful. I love blue. My eyes are blue, so I try to incorporate blue when I can. Loved these. Who doesn't love a nice bright springy color? I got everything in a large because I wanted to be a little oversized, because the pants are kind of cropped, and I'm single, so I don't shave my legs a lot. Let's not kid ourselves. And I could not pass up the pink with the orange, but I'm really excited to have some things. So I'm going to do some laundry so I can wear one of these tonight. Oh my goodness, y'all, I have to update you on my tax situation. I forgot. So the other day I was trying to open the email, or open up the attachment that the tax lady had sent me about my taxes, whether I owed or whether I was getting a refund or what was happening. And I needed to open up the there was a separate email with the password to open up the PDF basically. And I thought she didn't send it, but I didn't check my junk email box. So I was so annoyed at her for nothing. I checked my junk email box the next day when I was like fresh brained and not after work. And I literally had the email. And y'all, oh my gosh, I do not owe all my taxes. I'm actually getting like $5,000 back. Shout out to losing my business last year, and I think that's what saved me. And you know what I'm going to do with that money? Well, I'm going to Mexico to fix my teeth. And so a large majority of my money will probably be spent for that. But whatever I'm not spending on that, I am saving. And I'm going to get myself a red light mask. I see so much like good things about the red light mask. I've been wanting one for forever, but they're so expensive. I just can't bear to splurge that much money at once on something. But I know it will be something I'll use every day until it dies. and hopefully will last for forever. So we need to do some research and figure out which one we want, but I'm so excited. I've been wanting a red light mask. I initially wasn't going to spend the money on anything. I was just going to save it, but not that I'm going to go ham. Because you guys know that I'm spending a little bit here and there to like build a wardrobe and like work on my apartment, get things I want for my apartment. So I'm going to continue to do that on my paychecks and continue to keep the little bit of savings I do have right now. But I'm going to get myself a red light mask and splurge. It's my birthday present to myself also. Aside from get my teeth fixed. That's another birthday present to myself. So finally, I just want to be in my I'm taking care of Rachel era. And I feel like we are getting there. I bet you're wondering what pajamas I decided to pick out for bed. I decided to go with these blue cheetah print ones. Since I got larger, like really loose, but I like them. They're comfortable. I have to say my plant is thriving. And I'm doing a good job of keeping it watered and the blinds open when I leave for work for the day so it gets sun. So I'm being a good plant mama. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Good morning. Get over here. Get over here. Okay. Wipe your little cute little face down. I gotta get all the sleepies. Mwah. Beautiful. Beautiful. La la la. Beautiful. Excuse you. Ooh, good job. Good job. Oh, Scott, I am so tired. Goodness, it's Friday. All right, Scout, tell our YouTube fam bye. We'll see you next week. We love you. Bye.